Today I'm going to be sharing with you an absolutely incredible build. In fact, I like this build so much I don't really deviate much from it anymore. This is an addition to my Immortal Legion build that I will link below, I believe. Take a look at that if you're interested in how this build works, because I'm going to be skipping some of the basics, but I'm going to jump right into it. What we're doing here, or the goal of this build, is to essentially never die and support our allies as much as we can in the process. This is not a meta build whatsoever, but if you have ever enjoyed tanking before, you will love this build. As a matter of fact, I will show you right now, I'll go ahead and put that in the video, that a video of me 3v1ing, I don't know, 3 versus 1 in World v World, a full Zerker, I think he's Zerker, I have to ask him, Deadeye, who's just going ham damage on me, a Viper Necromancer, kind of a hybrid Marauder type mix warrior, who does actually a lot of damage. I'll show you some of the strategies I use. I 3v1 these guys for about 5 minutes. Eventually, someone else comes and takes care of me, but they supported each other well enough that I couldn't take them down myself. However, had I focused on the Deadeye, I probably would have done better, but I wasn't thinking in the situation. I just was kind of tanking and seeing how long I could hold out. So there's that video there. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into the specializations here. We're going to be doing a Scourge version of the Immortal Legion build. This build is focusing on healing, support, tank, and essentially uses minions for damage and for tanking support. So if you are looking for a meta build, something that dishes out as much damage as you possibly can, this is not the build for you. In fact, you will do little to no damage at all. But if you've ever wanted to just never die, this is the build for you, and I have a blast with it. So first off, we got Blood Magic, Death Magic for tanking, and Scourge. Blood Magic is our healing line for those that don't know. Death Magic is pretty strong tank line for minions, and of course Scourge to get that that support for our party members. So first thing is Blood Magic here. I go with the Lesser Signet of Vampirism. It does a significant amount of healing, especially if you have a healing power stacked up. It's pretty good, and if you're working with party members, you'll get the most out of this, because with solo play, you can't ever quite get all 5 stacks. I think you can get 4, but in team play, you definitely get all 5 stacks and use them. All these minors traits as well are helpful, but we won't focus on them because you're going to get them no matter what. I choose Vampiric Presence when I'm soloing because it adds just a little more damage to my minions and a lot more health to me. When in party play, go ahead and do Life from Death, and you can heal when you leave Shroud. When you're doing Scourge, however, that is at the end of Desert Shroud, your number 5 skill in Death Shroud. And then lastly is Transfusion. Again, this is the exact same as the Immortal Legion build. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. What we're focusing on here is healing our party members. We can teleport them while they're down, revive them. Tons of great utility here. That's an absolute must. As for Death Magic, we're going to do the same thing. We're focusing on that minion tank, doing extra damage, and then additional toughness here. Now, to the fun part, Scourge. This one's interesting. You can do a couple things with this build. The great thing about this is the minor traits give us a lot of utility here because they help and synchronize with this build. Expertise, additional expertise, and additional concentration. We increase all of our minions' condition duration and increase our boon duration. Also, Blood as Sand, yeah, that one, I didn't even know the name of it, but it reduces the damage you take flat. Just, there's no toughness involved, there's no math, it's just a percent reduction after everything's calculated. So if you have 3 the shades out, then you've got 15% reduced damage just right off the top. That's insane. But into the major traits, we're going to be doing Nourishing Rot, just for extra life force. The more life force we have, the more we can heal, apply shields. And next one is Manifest Shade. This is just to remove boons. Again, we're here to support our allies and weaken our enemies. We're not necessarily here to go take people apart and do a lot of damage. So this one removes those boons from our enemies, which is extremely helpful. And then the last one is amazing, especially if you're stacking concentration. We talked about in our Immortal Legion build to stack concentration so that we can have a longer duration of regeneration. With this skill, in addition, you can have an insane amount of boons when you're fighting people. It's unbelievable. You'll probably see that in the video. You can have you know, 3 stacks of might for 15 seconds just for stripping it from one enemy. That's all you have to do. And when you're fighting multiple enemies like I was, that axe number 3 skill, which hits 3 enemies, you've got tons of boons right there for ages. And you can just keep that up all day. As long as they're not boon stripping you, you're basically unkillable. I'm not gonna lie, like, you won't die. You'll give might to your minions, you'll give might to yourself, you'll give protection to yourself for days. Also, when you're stacking healing power, which we are doing here, this is all. Where's my equipment? There we go. This is all healing power. There's no power. There's no condition damage. There's no precision. We're doing purely healing power and toughness here. So all minstrel stats is what we're doing right now with the superior sigils or superior runes of the monk. I've got 53% increased boon duration, which is exactly what we're looking for. And with that healing power increased, we can do a lot of shield stacking. So my number 3 shield skill here in our sand cascade gives 3,100 health points or barrier points to our allies. Our healing skill gives 6,318 shield. That's like half of the health of like most people right there. Like all of our like adventure classes, our low health point classes, they're around 13k. That's half of their health. Done. You just maxed out their barrier with one skill. You can do some insane amount of tanking by utilizing those shields. So there you have it. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. That's what we're doing. From here on out, I'll go ahead and show you some demonstration videos. 1v1 versus a Mesmer. He's a Mirage. He's currently down on my health because I didn't record at the right time. Go ahead and watch this, especially the boon and condition transfer that happened. It's really interesting. That's what makes his build so strong. He gets back because I'm really not doing that much damage to him, but I think in the end, I whittle him down fairly easily because frankly, he just can't do much to me. So go ahead and watch my conditions here. I wait until I have 2 conditions before popping that Shroud number 2 skill. Now here it is. I've got 2, so any second now I'm going to probably pop it just to get that additional boons. Pop it here. Here we go. Now I have protection and vitality. But watch the conditions just fall off. See that right there? I wasn't using staff number 4. That is all minions. So half the time I don't have to worry about conditions here. Let me play that again for you. It all goes pretty fast, but take a look. So I get my boons here. Poof. All the conditions go away. They weren't up on recharge, nothing like that. It all came from the minion steal. And then they transfer those conditions to him. And if you watch his boons, he does pretty good on the regeneration, but I'll go ahead and we'll wait for this to restart because he tried to run for me. It didn't work out too well for him. So here we go. Boom. Took all of his boons. That's 6 stacks of might for me and more regeneration. Not like we need anymore. Mesmer tricks. Alright, there they go again. Conditions just disappearing, right? That's all the minions. So see here, he actually gets quite a bit of conditions on me. But in the end, I don't know if it really matters, because there it goes again, more condition, conversion, and he just can't keep up. And that's really the essence of this build. I'm not doing a ton of damage, but there's not much he can do against me, and that's kind of the point. Just constantly having high boons and getting conditions off myself ASAP. After that, the shields just take care of the power builds. Again, I'm using Axe and Focus for that boon strip. That's really what I'm after here. Boon strip and life force regeneration. That's really all I care about. Aside from that, I use staff to get that regeneration and to remove additional conditions if I really need to. But since every time I can convert conditions into boons, and those boons, like I said, they last for days with this build. Yep, that's pretty much it. As for minions, it's completely your choice. I like the Shadow Fiend because it regenerates my life force pool. And I also really enjoy Spectral Armor because it's really fun to watch people get really frustrated because they can't kill you. You pop this thing when you're stunned, it completely refills your life force bar, and you can just keep spamming out heals and shields all day. It's pretty ludicrous. Anyway, that's it for my build. I'll share this with everyone here. You do what you want with it. Again, it's not meta. I'm not doing damage here, but honestly, I think the tank with shields and the heals in combination, it's just as good, if not better, than a full-on heal druid. It really is amazing. I'm surprised not more people are using it.
frankly, I don't enjoy doing videos on things that are overdone. Heal druids are one of those things that's really overdone, and I'm just not interested in showing you a video of that because it's all over the place already. This is a non-meta build that I haven't seen anywhere else, and I think it's really worth looking into. Anyway, give it a shot. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear some of your guys' feedback. Maybe some combinations of different stats that you're using. Yep, that's it. I'm signing off for now. Thanks for listening.